What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Crash Blade Gaming. I'm your host, Crash, and we are going to be covering a couple of decks that I looked at Worlds, which I thought were pretty interesting decks that made it pretty far in the tournament, which I like. The first one here is Aggron, which is surprisingly really good. I'm surprised it didn't do better, but it may have lost to a Flying Pikachu. I don't know, but their Aggron VMAX could have been prized. Anyways, let's just question. It's an awesome deck. I like it. Alright folks, we're going to jump right into it. Let's go over last video's question. What Pokemon is shaped like a heart? And if you were like the two commenters QB and Band, you went ahead and guessed Love Disc, which is awesome. We're going to go ahead and give the point here to QB. Band Socks decided to defer the point to QB because he edited his comment, which threw off how I can see who commented first because I didn't actually see who commented first at the time. So thank you, Band, for being awesome at doing that. We really do appreciate it. It makes it easier on me to give points out to people that are deserving of the points. So just in case you guys are editing comments, it's much better to just leave the comment as it is and post a new comment so that I can keep track of where you are in commenting for these contests. So if you're going to comment also for the code word, just create a new comment. That way I can keep track a lot easier. And I want to give points to the correct people. That's the only reason why I say that. But also, the code word, you won, Band, so I should have already sent you a trade request on that. The code word was hit from last video, and be on the lookout for this video's code word as well. But let's do this video's question. This Dark-type Pokemon has two long streaks of black fur starting from its head, and it goes all the way down its body. They also live in packs and lick people they are fond of. Who is this Pokemon? Go ahead and leave your answer in the comment section down below. And if you're the first person to get it, you'll receive a point. And you'll be in the racing. There are 3 people now that are in the racing. Band has 2 points, QB has 1, Connor has 1. We're going to 3. So it's going to be a tight race. And while you're down there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the content if you enjoy it. And yeah, let's get into the deck list. Alright friends, it's time to show off one of the deck lists that I saw at the Worlds tournament here that I thought was really good and really cool. And I'm glad we got to see a different Pokemon V in the final tournaments besides Flying Pikachu, the normal Arceus, Inteleon, all those other top tier decks, Mew, blah blah blah, Palkia. Aggron showed up, which is awesome to me. Let's talk about Aggron because this is actually one of the main attackers in the deck. It has 2 attacks here, also has 230 HP, which is high for Pokemon V, which is great. The first attack costs 3 energy, 1 metal, 2 colorless, does 90 damage, and it also does 30 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, which I actually used to close out a game, and it could actually be good to set up the next attack on Merciless Strike here. It costs 5 energy, and you're like, that's too much. It's not, trust me. 5 energy, 1 of the energies has to be metal. Merciless Strike does 150 damage, but if your opponent's active Pokemon has any damage counters on it, it does 150 more damage. So the base damage for this attack, if you can get at least 1 damage counter on it, is 310 damage. You're knocking out all V-Stars, you're knocking out weak VMAXs, and just a choice belt away from knocking out all VMAXs in the game, pretty much. That's Aggron V. Let's go ahead and look at the rest of the deck here. We'll talk about Aggron VMAX. This card is really in here just to give us that little bit more HP, 100 more HP to be exact, because the 5 energy cost attack here does actually less damage than the V, but it's still good. It has 2 attacks, Cracking Stomp. Haven't had a chance to actually use the VMAX in this video, which is completely insane. As a matter of fact, as many times as I've tested it, haven't needed to use the VMAX, but it's there anyways. Cracking Stomp for 3 energy does 150 damage, and you get to mill the top card of your opponent's deck. And the second attack, Max Takedown, does 270 damage for 5 energy. 2 of those have to be metal, and also does 30 damage to yourself. It is possible to hit 300 with this guy if you don't use double turbo energy. That's Aggron. How are we powering this up? Well, of course, we're using everybody's favorite Arceus VSTAR with the Trinity Nova attack for 3 energy. We do 200 damage, and we get to attach 3 metal energy in this case. Any basic energy, obviously, but metal energy to our Aggrons to power them up in 1 turn. And then we have the Starbirth ability, where you can search up for any 2 cards once per game, add them to your hand. That's Arceus. We also have a 2-2 line here of Bibarel to help us draw some cards. A good counter to Roxanne, which comes in handy, trust me. 1 Crobat to also do the same, help us draw some cards. 2 Zigzagoon, this helps activate the Merciless Strike attack from Aggron V, meaning you can hit 330 300 damage plus the 10 from Zigzagoon, hitting 310 and knocking out anything in your path. We also have one Pumpkaboo here. This is so that we can reset the path to the peak and then play down our arrows, so we have our abilities back, mainly for Arceus and Crobat. So let's go over the rest of the deck here. We got one Evo Incense to help search out the evolutions of VMAXs or V-Stars, 4 Quick Ball, of course, 1 Scoop Up Net. Usually you only need to use Zigzagoon twice. Hopefully your Arceus has taken care of 1 V and your Aggrons can take care of the other 2. So we have 1 Scoop Up Net. Realistically, we can use Zigzagoon 3 times if needed. 2 switches here because our Pokemon have big boy retreat costs. 4 retreat costs on that guy, which is insane. 4 Ultra Balls, of course, to help find the Aggron VMAXs and the Arceus V-Star. 3 Path to the Peak, because once we use our V-Star Starbirth ability, we don't need abilities anymore, so we can shut them down. 3 Boss's Orders so that we can take knockouts when we want to. 4 Marnie, 2 Research, and Raihan is actually really good in this deck. As soon as your Arceus goes down, you can possibly have an Aggron V powered up with 5 Metal Energies and not needing the double turbo, which increases your damage output, which is good. 1 Big Charm to help us survive. 2 Choice Belts just to make sure we're hitting enough damage, because when we do put the double turbo energy on, we need to offset that damage somehow. And then we're playing 8 Metal Energy, we're playing a 1 Capture Energy, and 4 double turbo energies. These are both used for Arceus V-Star and for Aggron to help set them up quickly. But that is the deck. I really enjoy playing it. It'll be in the description down below if you want to copy this deck. Go and try it out for yourself, make changes, whatever. But this deck, I think, got somewhere in the top 16 at Worlds, which is pretty awesome to me. So yeah, that's the deck. Let's go watch it in action. Ooh, going up against Lunatone and Soulrock, and we couldn't have asked for a better opening hand. Let's see how we do in this matchup. We're just going to attach the energy and pass. We can play on the Aggron V next turn. Don't need to go into the VMAX just yet. As long as we don't, our opponent doesn't play the supporter that shall not be named, this hand will be pretty saucy. I might play the supporter that shall not be named right next to Research there in my hand, because I might want to save that Bibarel. Don't necessarily need to use Starbirth this turn. We'll see. This could also be the Mewtwo, because they do have the Mewtwo deck box. This could be the Mewtwo Lunatone deck. Soulrock, maybe not. Don't know yet. Maybe it is. Okay, it is. So if they keep this Lunatone the active, we can KO it, which is awesome. If they go into the Mewtwo, we can't KO it, which is still okay. They've got 1 energy in the discard, another Battle Vit Pass. Our opponent also has an insane opening hand like we do. They have yet to play a supporter, excuse me there. They get down just 1 more Mewtwo. Maybe they're saving that last bench spot for another Soulrock. Or a Lunatone. They do 1 Solar Power. Here comes a Quick Ball, getting rid of a Scoop Up Net. This could go for a Crobat. It does. That's probably why they didn't use Battle VIP Pass to get 2 Pokemon out. Crobat is a juicy target for our Arceus. I might use Starborth. What am I saying? Starborth. I'm sorry. Oh, that caught me off guard. Starbirth to get a Boss's Orders and a Bidoof down, and then we can use Research next turn. I actually like that play. Going up 2 prizes right now would be pretty awesome. Get down the Aggron as well. Seems like a really solid play, if I'm being honest here. We could also save the Crobat for another turn and KO this Lunatone as well. Maybe Marnie, our opponent. We have options here. They just do a cycle draw, so maybe it is better to Marnie. Another double turbo. Let's go ahead and go into Arceus V-Star. Attach the double turbo, play down the Aggron. I do like the idea of getting Boss Bidoof, but I think knocking out the Lunatone is the better choice here. And so I believe we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to Marnie our opponent, get them down to 4 cards. I think this is the better play. We get a Bidoof anyways. We also have an out to Aggron VMAX, which is nice. Let's go ahead and do this. Then I think we're going to hold the rest of our hand. I don't foresee Arceus getting knocked out next turn. But you know what? I think I might... No, we have Bidoof. We're just going to go ahead and Trinity Nova. Take the KO here. Get these energies and search the rest of the deck. Pumpkaboo, Crobat, Zigzagoon are still here. VMAX is in the deck. We have two bosses. We could have gotten a Path. Path might... No, Path wouldn't have done anything in this matchup, I don't think. Okay. Looks good for us. I don't think I saw a Big Charm, though. Let's get a prize card of Raihan. So on the chance, if Arceus VSTAR does get knocked out, our Aggron V can come up with that Raihan that I got off the prize, which is really good. I don't think it's going to happen. We Marnie them into the VSTAR. They can do it, right? 90 times 3 is 27. They just need a Choice Belt, and they hit for 300. They also need a way to accelerate energies. We put them into... Oh, they got rid of the Zigzagoon. That's because they need a Lunatone. That Crobat is clogging up their bench. Another reason I didn't KO it. They do need to find a Choice Belt or have a Scoop Up Net Zigzagoon play. Quick Ball, that can go for a Lunatone. And they will have enough to use a Psy Purge. We also have the option of retreating our Arceus and taking the KO with Aggron V here. Might be a good play to do, since they don't necessarily have Mewtwo ready to go, but the Lunatone can come back and hit us fairly hard if they do Star Raid. They might choose the Psy Purge. We'll see what they do. Now I can say the names of attacks correctly or abilities instead of going Star Bartholomew. Star Raid they do. Okay. Quick Ball. Let's see. So we could go and get Zigzagoon. We could KO the active. Let's use Starbirth here. See what we're working with. I could also get another Aggron V. Switch. Well, why switch right now? I can get a boss and KO the Crobat, put me down to 3 prizes remaining. Or I can switch and just grab a double turbo. And KO the active, which I like. We'll do that. We can Quick Ball away the Metal Energy. Grab Zigzagoon. Play down the Zigzagoon. Ping the active. Give this guy double turbo. Ultra Ball away the Scoop Up and the Ultra Ball. Grab Bibarel. Play Bibarel. Switch into Aggron V. Industrious Incisors. Let's go ahead and use the Training Court, get back that energy. Play the Path. And play a Marnie, because we need to get the other Aggron ready to go. Or get into a boss, actually. Aggron or boss. There's the Aggron. Let's go ahead and Quick Ball away this boy. Grab Aggron. Put that down, and then we can go ahead and use... We're hitting for 300, 280. Perfect. Merciless Strike. KO the active Mewtwo. All they have is a Lunatone in response. Unless they play Raihan themselves, they can power up the Mewtwo on the bench. 2 prizes for us. A Marnie and another Zigzagoon is actually really good. I would have preferred to have a boss's orders in hand unless they promote the Lunatone. If they promote Lunatone, we can just KO that with Arceus and get another Aggron set up. We can also ping the Mewtwo. Oh, they promote Mewtwo. Mewtwo's a 2 energy costing Pokemon. Let's see what they do here. Maybe they have a switch in hand. They can power up Lunatone for sure. Or maybe they just don't want to lose their Lunatone because it's the only Pokemon that can stack a bunch of psychic energy onto it. However, we do have Zigzagoon in hand, and they don't know that. Path to the Peak's good. It shuts off that Radiant Greninja, so they cannot use concealed cards to draw anything. 4 energy is enough to knock out our Aggron. Got rid of Manaphy and something else I didn't see. Maybe Energy Switch? Oh, they could have done Energy Switch if they had it in their hand. Are they going to evolve this Mewtwo V into V-Star? I hope so. It's an easy KO for Aggron. A real easy KO for Aggron. There they go. Do they have an E-Switch energy combo in hand? They did. They had the attack. They had 2 energy switches. They had the attack. Oh no. Them getting rid of that is a bad choice from our opponent. Let's go ahead and play down these energies. Don't necessarily need to, but I do want to Bibarel. Gonna say nothing. Let's go ahead and Zigzagoon ping the active. Bibarel. If it'll do it, Evo Incense is great. And Merciless Strike, take another KO. And now they have to come up with Lunatone. That's their only pivot card they have, and then they concede. Aggron V is a powerhouse. We didn't even need the VMAX this game. Oh ho ho, I forgot to give a code in the video, so I'm just gonna slide this little clip in there somewhere. Still got the Aggron deck there if you want to see some more of it. But anyways, let's go with code word of power. P-O-W-E-R. Leave that in the comment section down below. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, let's just move on with the rest of the video. Alright, we do get to go first here. Unfortunately, though, we're starting off with the Crobat. We do have a couple quick balls, which helps a lot. We're going to quick ball away. If I quick ball away the Marnie, I lose access to my Aggron unless I draw another one. I think we're okay. Let's get rid of Marnie. I think we're okay. We'll set up Arceus. Give Arceus an energy. And then next turn, I'm going to quick ball for either Bidoof or Pumpkaboo. They could play Path to the Peak, so I'll hold this quick ball just in case. And as long as we also keep our hand, we should be okay. I wouldn't actually mind a Marnie here. Oh, they just keep calling. Okay. So they're going to keep their hand. A good thing. I don't really want to Marnie them if they just keep calling. Another Arceus is not necessary. Let's go ahead and quick ball that away. Get down a Bidoofer. Bidoof coming down. Double turbo on the Arceus V. Research. We're looking for the V-Star here. Oh, we brick. We absolutely brick. We're going to attach a Choice Belt. Quick ball away. Another Marnie? No, I want to keep the boss around. Get that away. Oh no. It's a little bit of a pain. I guess we're going to go double Bidoof here. We missed the Arceus V-Star. That's not good. We do have double Bibarel plus Marnie. We give them an extra turn, which I don't like. Taking out that Sobble would have been great. Getting a Power Edge off would have been nice too, but we also missed out on the switch here. Here's a quick ball from our opponent. We'll actually see what we're playing up against. If this is Arceus Inteleon, that's a good matchup. We one-shot Arceus. Oh, excuse me, Arceus V-Stars pretty easily. However, if they find their double turbo, they have an attack. They do not. Okay. We did get an Ultra Ball here, but we are going to evolve these guys. I'm going to use Industrious Incisors first. Here's an Aggron V. Big Charm. Does Big Charm matter? Not really. We can Ultra Ball away Marnie Big Charm. Go grab Arceus V-Star. Play down the Aggron. We're going to boss up the Arceus without energy. do we just take the KO on the Sobble? We're going to have to go through Arceus's... Or do we KO the Drizzile? I like KOing the Drizzile. Let's go after the Drizzile here. Duster's in Scissors. Looking for a switch. Got it. We even got an extra energy, which is nice. Switch into Arceus. Attach the energy there, and then we can go ahead and use Trinity Nova. Take the KO there. Attach energies to Aggron. And we'll give one to Crobat. Nah, Crobat gets knocked out. Take a prize. Another Arceus V we don't necessarily need. Okay, we still have our Star Breath ability, which is good. We have Zigzagoon here. We can easily KO this Arceus. They use Tool Scrapper to get rid of our Choice Belt. They have the V-Star. Maybe I should have Marnie them. It's okay. They might lock us from using our Star Breath ability here, which technically I don't mind. We have what we need in our hand to take the KO on this Arceus V-Star anyways, which is critical because as long as we get the first hit off with Aggron without getting hit first, we can knock out 2 V-Stars. And then we can set up another one later on. I'm pretty sure we have another Aggron V in the deck. Big Charm does not help, seeing as how I have a Zigzagoon ping and I can do 300, as long as I find an energy as well. So it's actually bad if they play Path. I'll need to find energy off of the Marnie. Metal energy, that is, and most of them are out of the deck now. Let's see the 2 cards. One of them has to be the Double Turbo. Is the second one a Path? It is. So we lose our Star Breath ability. The Ultra Ball, that's probably going to go for another Arceus V-Star. We don't play Tool Scrapper. Starmie. Okay. We get Marnied, so we lose Zigzagoon here. It's okay, we have ways to find out. Let's see if it Marnied us into an energy. It's actually good for us to find. We did get into an energy. We'll take it. And a Zigzagoon. We actually got into everything that we needed. Okay. We will attach this here. Go find... I don't think I want to get out another Pokemon just yet. Ultra Ball away these 2 paths. Play Zigzagoon, ping the Arceus, puts it at 300 HP. Yep. Bibarel. Evo Incense. I can play it. Get that out the deck. And quick ball it away. Let's get another Zigzagoon in my hand. Industrious Incisors for 1 more card. Scoop Up Net's actually really good. We can retreat into Aggron. Get rid of that. And a Merciless Strike, take the KO. I think Starmie might be able to KO us back, but we can KO the Starmie with Arceus. Which is something to pay attention to. We'll have to scoop up the Zigzagoon and play Pumpkaboo to use our Star Breath ability. I believe Starmie's doing enough damage. It does 50 for each damage, so 100, 200. It's doing 300 damage to our Aggron. But we can KO this Starmie back as well. We have to play this... Oh, we're going to get Roxanne. Nope, never mind. Thankfully we played Bibarel, but this is going to make it a little bit more tricky for us. We need to find a Scoop Up Net or a Zigzagoon. Raihan... What does Raihan do for us? Raihan guarantees us a Scoop Up Net at least. Or we can just top deck the Scoop Up Net. Let's use the Bibarels here real quick. We have the energy in hand. But I need to power up another Aggron. Let's play Raihan. Attach that there. We have energy in hand. We have Scoop Up Net in hand. What do we have left? We have 2 energies in the deck. We also have another Raihan, so that's good. Do I want to use... No, I don't want to use Pumpkaboo. Play down the Aggron. Arceus some energy. I can actually scoop up the Zigzagoon now. I think we actually just hold on to it, because now I don't need to use Zigzagoon. Let's hold on to that too. Let's go ahead and Trinity Nova here. Take out the Starmie. Attach 2 energies to our Aggron. Get 2 prizes. Possibly one of them being energy would be nice. Double turbo energy is great. Unless they play Big Charm, then it'll be a little bit of an issue. We do need to find Raihan though. They might Roxanne us again. We don't know. Choice Belt. We're definitely gonna have to do a Zigzagoon ping to find Raihan. They do have Shady Dealings and Teleon that could grab them another Roxanne, which is not too bad for us thanks to double Bibarel. Losing a Scoop Up Net's going to be a little bit of an issue, but we do have another Zigzagoon in deck. And our deck is actually pretty thin. So Palpad plus Quick Ball, that could get them back Roxanne. We need to find Raihan though. They get a Zigzagoon. That's going to ping my Aggron. I don't mind. It's 220 HP still. Palpad, go for Roxanne. Melanie Roxanne. Okay, do they have another Drizzile? They do. Evolution Incense gets them either a Shady Dealer or Drizzile. Looks like it's a Shady Dealers. We also just need to take 1 prize. So actually, we can just Rock Slide the Zigzagoon to win. But we're going to get Roxanne. If we don't, we Rock Slide the Zigzagoon for game. Roxanne Scoop Up Net. That might pick up the Zigzagoon. Well, they have to pick up Sobble and Zigzagoon, actually. Okay. They put down another Sobble. Here comes another Drizzile. Unfortunately, I didn't get to use my V-Star power. But that's okay. We actually didn't need it in this matchup. We could have. To be honest, we could have, but we didn't really need it too much. Ultra Ball, that can get them another Arceus V STAR. They can also just stay in here, thinning out a path. I too have a golden path, my friend. I don't think I've played it yet. Alright, here comes a Roxanne. See what we Roxanne into. Energy, Zigzagoon, Marnie. Well, seeing as how we got a Zigzagoon, we don't even need to get into anything else. Let's go ahead and promote our Aggron. The boss's orders. So now all we need is an energy. Zigzagoon the active. The barrel. Maybe I should have bossed first, but we're not guaranteed an energy. Of course, let's go ahead and Choice Belt. And then we have 12 cards in deck. It's going to be tricky. We have to get a boss here. We have not shuffled. I mean, we have to get an energy. We did shuffle the deck, right? Yeah, Roxanne shuffles. So let's go for Sobble. We need 1 more energy. We get the double turbo. That'll do it. Rock Slide. Slide in them rocks. Taking that last KO for our single prize. Doing damage to Arceus and Teleon there. Boom. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing the power of Aggron V. You didn't even get to see the VMAX. I've yet to play the VMAX with this deck. I am thinking about using this deck on a live stream. I'm going to use both of the decks on the live stream, actually. Hopefully some point. By the time you're watching this video, though, I would have already done the live stream. So, be subscribed to my Twitch. It's right down there. You can see it on the screen. It'll be in the description down below. Go check that out. I try to do at least 1 stream a week on the weekends, Fridays or Saturdays, hopefully. But, you know, whatever. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you like the content, leave a thumbs up. Be much appreciated. And we'll see you next time on Crash Play Gaming.